So in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make your computer moan when you alt in League of Legends. And how we're doing this is basically using a keylogger to play a sound file um, when you hit that button to alt. So open up your interpreter. I use VS Code for Python. And what you're going to need to install for this is obviously your is going to be your keylogger first. So for that, it's pin input. Yep, or pinput, sorry, not pinput. That would pin install pinput. And you just hit enter, and I already have it installed, so it'll say requirements already installed. And you're also going to need pip install simple audio, which once that should be one word, but I also already have it installed. But one word, as you can see, requirements already satisfied. So now we need to import those libraries. So we'll do from pinput.keyboard import key. Make sure your key is capital. That K has to be capital. And listen. So what that does is it inputs the library that allows Python to listen for inputs on your keyboard. And now we're going to import simple audio as SA. So this will import the library that allows it to read audio files and play them back to you. So next, what we're going to do is make a function so that when we press a key, it will play the sound. So this doesn't even have to be for your alt. You can make it for your Q. This can be literally for any game. You're just basically playing the sound when you hit that key. So we'll define that as a function on underscore press key. So what that's doing is when you press, you're defining functions that when a key is pressed, it will do this. So first we need to make an if statement. Oh, I'm just writing if statement now. If, and you need to make sure it's a string because we're using letters on our keyboard. So a key string is equal to R. And it has to be in double quotation marks here, exactly as I have it here. If you don't do that, it won't actually read it. I'm not sure why, but... And now we need the file. So we're going to define file name. And so what you'd want to do here is this is where your file is located of the WAV file you want to play. This can only play WAV files. So whatever sound you're playing must be a WAV file, and make sure you have the full C users whatever in there, because otherwise it'll just bug out. So I'm just going to use the file I already use in my finished product so that I can use it for this example. And now we need to create a wave object, which will be our variable for the simple audio for playing the wave file. So sa.wave objects dot from underscore wave underscore file name. So that is what we've named our variable where our sound file is located. And now play object. So this is what we want to happen. So when we want to play it, and we want wave object dot play like so. So that will, what's that's going to do is play object will play our wave file. So once you run the program, it's just constantly going to be running, and it's always going to be logging that key. So we need to make a way to turn it off. So we're going to define another function for on underscore release. And also make sure you write key in here. And 2 dots, and then we'll go down. And so down here, we want to do if key is equal to key, make sure this one is capital, dot escape. So when you press the escape key, all we want it to do is return false. this will basically kick you out of this. Make sure false is capital. It'll basically kick you out of it and stop recording the sound if you're done doing that. Make sure you have your 2 dots here. So that just gets you out of this if you don't want it to listen anymore. So now we have to import our listener to actually listen for the keys we're pressing. So we'll type in listener, bracket, and now there's already a function in the key logger for on press, but we want it to call our function. So we'll do on press is equal to our version of on press. So when we press out this key, it will call our function on press, which up above plays our sound. And then we also want to make sure that the listener is listening for on release. So it will already has a function for that as well. So when we release the when we kill the command from pressing the escape key, this will call it as the listener. And 2 dots. And then down here, the listener is going to join. Dot join function. Spelled listener. Shit. Listen or there. I don't know why that's not changing colors, but that's how it should be. Oh, because I made this one a capital by accident. There we go. Why is this angry at me? It shouldn't be. And just like that, you should have your, this needs to be indented in. And this needs to be with. Yeah, so with the listener, listen for your on press key to play your sound, listen for the escape key, which will cancel the whole program, and do so as the listener, and then have the listener join so that's actually listening for your keys. So we're just going to hit play and show you what that looks like. So you'll know if your code is running because there will just be that little square down here. And we'll hit R. And just like that, you have a beautiful moan. See, there you go. Didn't play the first time. There was a small delay because of how I have my audio set up. So this works for any game you want. You can set that to play a different sound for your Q, W, E, and R, or you can have it work for literally any game. And then when you're done, you just click down here in the terminal, hit that escape key, and you'll know it's done logging when it has that little the new index here. Hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully you have a ton of meme-like fun with this. If you come up with anything creative, please show me or tell me your ideas because I can guarantee there's a lot of funny stuff you could do with this to make it awesome. Thanks for tuning in.